But Johnny, it's time to close out the podcast talking about a really, really fun topic. One that
the other one wasn't as fun.
Yeah, no, they were all fun. If you have not already, make sure to go check out everything else we talked about. X-Men on Disney Plus, Obi-Wan on Disney Plus. We also talked about Phase 4 and predicting. Wow, that was a long one. That one went for almost an hour. It's going to be about 50 to 55 minutes.
50 minutes,
I believe. But also, yet again, Johnny, I'm going to tell you this. Each and every week, I have a special job for you.
Yeah,
when I start a topic and I don't promote something about the channel, just stop me and have me re-record it.
You do. You do know I forget that too, right?
The next two, the first two, I forgot. So I'm going to throw this out. Make sure to go on to Apple Podcasts and iTunes and make sure to rate and review the Rick and Johnny podcast. It really helps us. The more positive reviews we get, it gets us into the ears of more and more people. Also, if you're on YouTube, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Make sure to share our videos and our podcasts as well. We want to get to as many people as possible. We only do that with the help from you guys. But Johnny, what we're closing the podcast with is a man whose name I cannot say. I say Chris Hemsworth all the time.
Yeah,
I want to add an M into his name because he wears a helmet. Did I say an M?
You said an M. There is an M in there.
And Chris Hemsworth. But I want to add an L into his name. I want to give him that L.
Because apparently he's a privateer.
Yeah.
Helmsworth.
Yeah, Hemsworth. But I figure he wears a helmet for Thor.
I thought different helm.
No, I was thinking helm like on your head.
You
like
think helmet, I'm thinking helm like on a ship.
Like the one that's right next to you. But because he wears that beautiful thing that you're putting on, I think it should be Helmsworth and not Hemsworth. So I'm sorry, Chris, that I keep mispronouncing your name. But Chris Hemsworth this week was announced that he is going to star in a Hulk Hogan biopic for Netflix. It's upcoming. Don't know exactly when it's going to come out. Apparently, though, here's what we do know. And according to The Hollywood Reporter, the Hogan biopic will be directed by Todd Phillips and a producing team that includes Bradley Cooper. The project also reunites Phillips, yada yada. There it is. The upcoming biopic will be an origin story of sorts, with Hemsworth portraying Hogan at the rise of his wrestling career. Besides starring in the lead role, he's additionally serving as producer for the project. Considering the biopic focuses on the early years of Hulk Hogan, the project will most likely take place in the 70s and early 80s. The Hollywood Reporter's report states that the biopic will not cover his entire professional career, including his troubles outside the ring in life. Here's the question that I have for you, Johnny. Because of Hulk Hogan and some recent things that maybe have gone on in his life, had the whole Gawker thing, had the whole Hulk Hogan's a racist thing that happened. Here's the question I have for you, because there was even kind of some bad press in the wrestling world when WWE brought him back to do a promo for Mean Gene Okerlund, who, yes, was a friend of his when he was a wrestler, but like that's how they brought him back, to do a homage to Mean Gene. I'm going to ask you, with this movie, is it a good idea to do it now? Is it a good idea to do this Hulk Hogan biopic now, based on everyone's maybe preconceptions of Hulk Hogan and maybe strong opinions about his personality at this point?
Seeing as the Netflix one, it's not as big of a concern, but my money would be on if there's that much bad press on him, because I don't know this stuff like you do. I'm not as much into wrestling as you were and are. I would go with no if it's that much bad press on him, because, I mean, it's not going to do well. I mean, yeah, you're going to get all those wrestling fans, especially Hulk Hogan fans, they're going to want to watch it. It's just going to be plain and simple. You're going to get them all.
And there's going to be some wrestling fans.
Or the ones that have Netflix, at least.
Yeah, there's going to be some wrestling fans that say, no, I'm not going to watch it because fuck Hulk Hogan.
Exactly. And you are going to have the ones that do that.
But there are going to be some that go, hey, I like wrestling. there's going to be people that are like, I liked Hulk Hogan's early career. I'm going to be interested.
And the ones that can focus on that point of it, it's like they're not going to go through all the other stuff because he said they're just doing his early career, his rise to fame.
Here's the question that I am then going to throw out kind of as a question to the question. Imagine you're Chris Hemsworth and I am pitching the idea. Do you think there was ever a doubt in Hemsworth's mind of like, should I do this or not? Should I be Hulk Hogan in this movie? Could it be a bad thing? Could it be a bad footnote or a bad blotch on my career?
I would say it's more so the idea, like, for one, again,
like, is it him taking a risk?
It is taking a risk, and maybe his mindset was my first one of it's not, or like even my mindset now. Yeah, I'm thinking of both parts because we're talking about this.
Yeah.
But it's the part that I like to lean towards is it's about his early career. Can we just focus on what he's actually portraying? He's not portraying the whole racist part of it.
Yeah.
He's portraying his early career and his rise to fame in that. It's not the whole bad press that Hulk Hogan has now. So yeah, it is a risk for him because you got people that don't think of it from that side. But all in all, it's not like he's, as long as none of that comes up in the actual movie, which I don't think it will. I think he's not going to be hit that. I would feel like he's not going to get hit that hard with bad press at this. Because
the one that was the big one is the Gawker lawsuit. And I just wanted to look it up for sure to say we're all on the same page.
Yeah.
That's the one that most people remember, and it was from 2012.
Yeah.
A sex tape of Hulk Hogan and Heather Clem, the estranged wife of radio personality Bubba the Love Sponge, emerged online, and then Gawker, a website, released a short clip of the video. In the video, Bubba can be heard saying that the couple can do their thing, and he will be in his office. At the end of the video, he can also be heard telling Heather, if we ever need to retire, here is our ticket. Hogan later told Howard Stern, but yada, yada, yada. That's the whole thing. It was a sex tape. And I believe in there, someone can correct me if I'm wrong, it was within there that was like, it was like, wow, did he just say what I think he said with Hulk Hogan? But I think you're right. Like, I think that part of it is, first off, that is it a good idea? Part of me is like, maybe not. But part of me is like, well, you said, it's about his wrestling career. It's not about Hulk Hogan as a man. It's about Hulk Hogan, the wrestler.
Exactly.
And let's be honest, it's kind of also like the movie that just recently came out, Fighting With My Family, about Paige, who's also a wrestler. There are articles out there that are like, okay, here's the true story about Paige, and this is what the movie kind of
touches on,
embellished a little bit, and kind of changed here or there because it's
and they're
movie.
Gonna Hollywood it up.
They're not gonna do it straight through. So it's like, that's one thing where like I can see some people being like, Chris Hemsworth, you are now like, you played Hulk Hogan, I don't like you anymore. But it's not going to be a ton of people.
No,
I don't think it's going to be a like bad spot.
It's not going to make or break
on
him.
His career. I'm interested to see what it is, because I'll be completely honest with this kind of a movie. It's like, I want to see where they go. Like, are they going to? Because I know they say, oh, they're going to talk about his career. Are they going to set it up to where they do a second biopic where maybe it's like his time in the 90s when he went to WCW and the NWO and all that. And it's going to be interesting to see what this is. But it's going to be interesting, too, to when it comes out, the public backlash that it may get because of who it is. Yeah. Or it could just blow over because no one could care.
I mean,
no one could care. That could happen, too.
It honestly helps that it's also Netflix as opposed to, like,
Netflix
a movie.
Is pretty...
It's pretty big, but I'm saying, like, as opposed, like, you're comparing that to, like, if it were to come out in theaters.
True.
So it's like, it's going to blow over more so than if it were to come out in theaters.
Less casuals are going to get mad about it, is what you're saying.
Exactly.
Because if it's in theaters, there's also less to choose from in theaters. Where on Netflix, there's numerous things, and plus, half the people on Netflix just watch their little corner on Netflix.
Exactly. They watch what like the recommendeds in the realm of what they've seen, or just the shit they
Like,
save.
how many times have I watched Thor Ragnarok on Netflix?
Oh God!
Don't come at me.
I'm like, please don't. Please tell me there is. I like. Part of me wants to know that there's a
It's
count.
just such a good movie
It
to
is.
watch.
I like. It's the one that's like that background sound you need. Like I can recite lines as the movie's going on.
Yep. No.
To it.
I've watched it numerous times. That and Infinity War while I've like edited and stuff.
I really hope there's like I do, but I don't want there to be a counter of how many times I've played it because it's probably in the double, almost reaching triple digits.
Johnny over 100 times have played Thor Ragnarok on his Netflix account. Johnny is taking a shit watching Thor Ragnarok.
Like I'm waiting for Netflix to say, "Are you okay?"
You still there? You still there, bud? You know there's other things, right?
No, there's
you can watch Bird Box.
Watch Bird Box? You got a list that you haven't touched in months.
There's other
movies, right?
You actually made this list too. We didn't make it. You did.
You made this list. You just haven't touched it in year and a half.
I'm gonna throw this out too. Remember when Netflix had that? You don't know what to watch?
Max.
We'll help you pick what to watch. Yeah, remember that and how quickly they got rid of him?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I think we did it at your house too.
Yes,
but the amount of times
that's how we found Red.
The amount of times I pissed off that AI.
Yeah,
I think I did it at your house
you're
too.
Like,
no. Well, fine.
Yeah, and I was like, fine, you pick. And I was like, no, I want you to pick for me.
I think you actually said something. Stop pissing it off and pick something.
Yeah, just pick something. It was fun for the indecisive one like me half the time. It was fun. But like it's one of those things I just thought about where I'm like, they got rid of that
pretty quickly. Yeah, it was only on like the PS3.
Yeah.
And then it's just stopped.
It was just like, well, this was fun. We're not going to do that.
Uh-huh.
But with this one, any final thoughts on this? Because I knew this was going to be our kind of shortest, most concise conversation.
No, not really. Just to summarize, I don't think it's going to hit. I don't think it's going to hit him that hard. If there's any backlash, really, it's not going to make or break him. That's going to be not really going to leave a spot on his acting record. And again, people just need to remember: A, there's so many things on Netflix. Just let it go. And B, it's not like it's portraying the part of his life that's being very controversial right now.
Yeah, with this one, like I've said, two things. First one, this is what I haven't said. It's going to be interesting to see. This is the part I haven't asked. Of how Hemsworth kind of portrays Hulk Hogan. We're my Hulkamaniacs. And has like the mustache that like the handlebar like you that goes all the way down. Because he can pull it off.
Yeah, he could.
It's just the voice. I can't wait to see how he
portrays the voice.
Of Hulk Hogan. Because that's the thing with Hulk. Hulk is like Hulkamania. It was a thing, man. It was like huge. And that voice of like, we're my Hulkamania, and like the tear to see like how he does the shirt tear or the tank top tear that Hulk had. Maybe see him in the boa of Hulk. That's going to be interesting. But the thing I have said, it's going to be interesting to me how this is received when it releases.
Yes.
Do people not care because it's just a Netflix movie? Will people really care and blow it out of proportion? Because you know how in our society now, where it's like everything offends everybody, and it can't just be just don't like. With me, it's like okay, you don't like it,
don't watch
it. You don't have to watch it.
No one's making
you. No one's making you watch it. But that's just kind of how I sit there and think about everything. Any final thoughts before we close everything out?
Nope. I'm good.
This is where you guys come in. Let us know what you think down below in the comment section. Do you have strong feelings about this? Do you think it should not be made? Are you mad at Chris Hemsworth for taking this role? Are you not? Could you not care less about him taking this role? Let us know what you guys think down below in that comment section. Also, make sure to follow us on Patreon, patreon.com/mostvaluablepodcast. That is how you help support us. We cannot do what we do each and every week without the help of our patrons. You can also rate and review the podcast on iTunes and Apple Podcasts. It really means the world to us, gets more eyes and ears on the podcast each and every week. I want to thank you guys for watching on YouTube. Thank you guys for listening on podcast services around the world. And as always, have a good day, everybody.